Hello there. We are back for another lesson. So I'm Mrs. Meyer and this is my helper Owen. So last week when we got together, we read a story about a little mouse and he learned 4 different things that he could do to keep his body healthy. Do you remember what any of those are? Do you remember?
One is to eat healthy food.
Eat healthy food from all 5 of our food groups. That's right. Fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. So it's important to eat a little bit of everything every day if you can. Have you been trying to do that, Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. What's another healthy habit that we learned?
To have good activities outside.
To do physical activities outside. Yeah, and Owen's showing you the activity that we're going to learn in just a couple minutes. So yeah, it's good to get exercise every single day, at least an hour. Have you been trying to get exercise every day?
Yeah.
What's your favorite way to get exercise?
Play at the fort.
Play in your fort, run around in the woods. Yeah, what's your favorite way to get exercise? Maybe you can tell somebody, maybe your brother or sister, that's in the room with you. Okay, what is another healthy habit? So exercise, eat from all 5 food groups.
Have a good night's sleep.
Have a good night's sleep. Yeah, get sleep every night. About 10 hours if you can. Have you been getting good sleep every night?
Yeah.
Great. And then the last one.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Drink lots of water, I think.
Yeah, drink lots of water. Have you been trying to drink lots of water?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thumbs up if you've been trying to do all those things. Awesome. All right, today we're going to talk about something a little different. We're going to talk about family meals. So what's so fun about family meals? When do you usually have family meals?
Dinner time and breakfast.
Dinner time and breakfast? Yeah. Family meal is when you get together with the people who you consider your family and you eat a meal together. Families look very different. So our family, we have myself, Owen's brother, and then Owen and his brother's dad. So there's 4 of us in our family that live in this house, but sometimes grandparents live in your house, sometimes brothers and sisters, and sometimes friends. So whoever is your family can look very different from somebody else's family, or your dog, if you include your dog in your family. So today we're going to talk about family meals. And in our story is called Let's Eat. And it is written by Anna Zamorano and illustrated by Julie Vivas. So this family in this story, it's kind of different from my family in a lot of ways, but it's also similar to my family in a lot of ways. So as I'm reading this story, I want you thinking about your family and what you do when you eat together and how it's the same as this family and how it's a little different. So are you going to do that while I read, Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this family in this story, they are from a place called Spain. And if you do not know where Spain is, it's a different country. Here's my map of the world. We are right up here in this corner. And then Spain is all the way over here. So if you were to go to Spain, you would need to get in an airplane and fly for about, I don't know, like 12 hours. It's very far away, but it's in a place called Europe. So this family lives in Spain, and this is how they do their family meals. All right. So remember, be thinking about how this family is similar to yours and how it's different. It's called Let's Eat. In my family, there are 7 of us: Mama, Papa, Granny, and Grandma, my brother Salvador, my sister Alicia, and me. I'm the smallest, and Mom is the biggest. She is going to have a baby any day now. So already I'm thinking this family's different from mine because Grandma and Grandpa don't live in our house. So that's a little different. Right, Owen?
Yeah.
Every day at 2 o'clock, our family eats together in the kitchen, sitting at the big wooden table that Papa made. When we're all at the table, Mama is happy. Papa is listening to all of us talk at once. Granny is telling us about the giant tomato growing in the garden. Grandpa is remembering when he was a young boy. Salvador is wriggling off of his chair, trying to hide under the table between our feet. And Alicia is asking 1,000 questions. I think she's going to be the wisest person in the village. Do you find anything similar to our family in that, Owen?
We sometimes talk at dinner.
We sometimes talk at dinner, yeah. We also gather around a wooden table. Our table's made out of wood. This Monday, Mama calls from the kitchen, Antonio, go and tell your father to come and eat. We're having chickpea soup. I find Papa working in the carpentry shop. He says to me, I can't come to eat. I have too much work to do. Does Dad have sometimes too much work to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to eat without my father. Ay, que pena. What a pity, sighs Mama. Some of the words in this story are in Spanish. On Tuesday, Mama calls from the kitchen, Antonio, go and tell your sister to come and eat. Today, we're having empanadas. I find Alicia with her friends, Anna, Baleen, and Christina. They're learning to dance the Sabalinas. Christina's mother is clapping to keep the rhythm. Alicia says, I can't come home now. I want to practice dancing for the summer fiesta. It's starting next week. Oh, and do you know what a fiesta is?
No.
Fiesta is a Spanish word for party. So sister doesn't want to come home for dinner because she is dancing with her friends. Sometimes maybe you don't want to go home to eat dinner because you're with your friends. So we have to eat without my sister. Ay, que pena, Mama sighs. Is Mama sad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. On Wednesday, Mama calls from the kitchen, Antonio, go and tell your brother to come and eat. We're having sardinas. That's sardines, those are little fish. I find Salvador playing hide and seek in the ruins of the castle with his friends, Luis and Manuel. They're crawling between the fallen old stone blocks. Shh, tell Mama I can't come right now. I found the best hiding place in the whole world, whispers Salvador. Looks like they're playing hide and seek. So Salvador doesn't want to come home for dinner. So we have to eat without my brother. Ay, que pena, sighs Mama. I wonder if they'll ever all get to eat together. On Thursday, Mama calls from the kitchen, Antonio, go and tell Granny to come and eat. We're having gazpacho. It's a kind of soup. I find Granny busy in our garden. She says, my dear little Antonio, I can't come to the table right now. I'm busy picking the tomatoes. Looks like she's snacking on the tomatoes too. So we have to eat without my granny. Ay, que pena, sighs Mama. On Friday, Mama calls from the kitchen, Antonio, go and tell your grandpa to come and eat. We're having roast pollo. Pollo is the Spanish word for chicken. I find Grandpa with his friends in the cafeteria. He says, little Antonio, I can't come with you right now. I still have the rest of my story to tell. So Grandpa's busy talking to his friends. So we have to eat without Grandpa. Ay, que pena, Mama says. On Saturday, we're all sitting at the table, ready to eat, except Mama this time. Last night, Mama went to the hospital to have a baby girl. I'm happy about my new little sister, but I miss Mama. Ay, que pena, I sigh. Just like Mama, everyone laughs. So do I. On Sunday, 1 week later, Mama comes home with little Rosa. We are preparing the prawns, crab, squid, and mussels in saffron rice for paella. Paella is like a seafood rice dish. They're all helping in the kitchen. Do you ever help in the kitchen?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, you like to help in the kitchen. At 2 o'clock, we all sit at the big wooden table that Papa made. Papa's making Mama laugh. Grandpa's telling us about when Mama was a baby. Granny is planning to grow a big pumpkin for little Rosa to eat. Salvador is wriggling off of his chair to hide under the table, and Alicia is asking 1,000 questions about babies. Que Marbella, sighs Mama. How wonderful that everyone is together. Mama was happy at the end, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, why was she so happy?
Because everyone is at the table.
Everyone is at the table together, and it's always nice to get everybody around the same table so you can enjoy each other's company, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were some of the things that were similar to our family in this story?
We usually sit together unless we're at a restaurant or one of us is somewhere else.
Yeah, we try to sit together as much as we can. How are some things similar at home? I'll give you a second to think about that. All right, and then what was different? You'd be thinking about what was different too.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Where they live.
Where they live looked a little different. Do we eat dinner at 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
No.
No, we usually eat dinner a little later, around 6 probably. In Spain, they have their main meal in the middle of the day. Anything else that was different?
No.
No.
I don't think there is, at least.
Yeah. So getting together as a family is fun, and it's important to do if you can do it. We're all home right now, so it's probably a little easier than usual. And looks like somebody needs to get some physical activity. So that is it for our story today. From our story last week, we learned that it's important to get exercise every day, and it looks like Owen needs some exercise. So he wants to show you this activity that we do sometimes when, usually when it's raining outside, we can't get out. But Owen, come have a seat. So I have a little cup, and in my cup I have some popsicle sticks. And on my popsicle sticks, I have different activities, like jumping jacks, star jumps, squats. So Owen and his brother and I, we just kind of came up with some activities that we like to do together that kind of get us moving. So we're going to show you one of them. So what we usually do is we have the sticks, and then we'll take turns picking a stick out of the cup. So go ahead and pick a stick. And the stick says 10 high knees or run around the block. So we're not going to run around the block. Let's do 10 high knees. So Owen, get back there. And show them how you do your high knees. So, oh, and I want everyone to join along too. So everyone stand up and do what Owen's doing. High knees. So count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Freeze. Does that kind of make your heart pumping? Go pump?
Kind of.
A little bit. So you'd want to do several sticks to get some good exercise, get those wiggles out. And it's good to use these sticks to take a break when you're in the middle of doing your schoolwork, or if you're bored with your brother or sister. It's kind of a fun game to do. So that is it for our lesson today. Next week, we're going to talk about where our food comes from. So we will see you next week. Goodbye. Can you say goodbye?
Bye.